Personally, I never want to know where casting is in the audition process. I'm a professional dancer in my 30s and I've actively been auditioning for over 10 years at this point. When I was first starting out in my career, I wanted to know every single piece of information about a casting decision or a callback after the audition was over. I was constantly asking people if they had heard updates. I was constantly checking Callback Corner. Callback Corner is essentially a forum that performers use to keep each other updated throughout the audition process. And I truly think that Callback Corner is amazing because I think that information should be accessible, and for a lot of people, it helps them let go. However, after a few years of getting shows and also not getting millions of things, I realized that the less I know, the happier I am. Listen, I'm not saying I haven't been on Callback Corner recently, because I have. And every time I go on, I'm like, oh, why did I do this? We have all been down the Callback Corner spiral where you are really wanting something and you see an update that somebody else either got the job or that callbacks are happening and you didn't get one. When I now go to an audition, the second I step out of the room, I try to let it go because there's nothing that I can change. So regardless if I get the job or don't get the job, whatever happened there is nothing that I can adjust. And I would get in these cycles of driving myself crazy and constantly critiquing myself when I found out that other people were getting callbacks for things and I wasn't. And I was like, oh, it's because I did this, it's because I didn't do that. And I just kind of like ended up in a very dark place. But now I am so okay with just not knowing until I'm meant to know. And of course, if people are actively talking about a call that like I've also attended, I do want to know what they're talking about and I am interested to be engaged in the conversation. I think at the end of the day, my best piece of advice is you have to know yourself and know what is best for you. I have plenty of people who I know who love having all the information, or maybe you're more like me and you like to let it go and just audition and do the best you can. And then if you're meant to hear something, you will. I can say honestly that anytime I have booked something, it was when I was least expecting it. So all you can do is focus on yourself and what's best for you, because everybody's preferences are different. And the second that you do what is going to make you the happiest is when things are going to happen.